You've been through many log jams as a fan of this sport. What are your thoughts on what's going on with the heavyweights right now?
Look, I have to be honest. The Usyk fight was in September. Fury Wilder fought in October. Like, fans are talking like these dudes been out of the ring for a year or something. Like historically, heavyweights don't fight that often. They just don't. Look at the history books. Look, they're already like, I get the whole waiting process, but ladies and gentlemen, all right, let's not blame AJ for any of this. I'm sorry, okay? If there's someone that we know is going to keep fighting top opposition, it's AJ, okay? If there's a guy we know, we don't even know that dude's going to retire, if he's going to go another binge, if he's going to just disappear. It's Fury. He's a ticking time bomb, right? Yeah, he does a lot of lip service, a lot of talking, but even if he signs to fight White, we don't even know this dude's actually going to pull through with it, okay? He was signed to fight Klitschko, never showed up, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, all right? At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we are not even done in January, okay? They just fought late last year. Like, calm down. We're going to get the fights. It's going to happen. Wait, okay? Like, dude, no need for road rage because there's a red light, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was late. Why? There was a red light. So that's why I was 10 minutes late. Like whatever, okay? It's going to be okay. There's no traffic jam. We're all right, okay? I do believe the White fight will happen, maybe. The only one I'm questioning on what he's really going to do or not do is fucking Fury. Everybody knows AJ's a man of his word, and he's going to fight Usyk. Whether we like it or not, whether we think he's ready or not, he has shown he has a consistency and has not given us reason to believe otherwise that he's going to pull through with going with this rematch. And that's that. That's how I feel.
Well, there you go. D-Style, ever the optimist.
And by the way, rematch clauses, hey, it's a fact of life. Okay, just one of those things.
Well, I want to make a quick point, Maestro. Sorry to interrupt, but this is the problem about AJ. He relies on the rematch clause. Why can't you take care of business on the first fight? Did he with Andy Ruiz? Perform horribly on the first fight. What happened in the second fight? Right? Now he's going to do it again. He's doing it again with Usyk. Didn't perform well, and now he's expecting to rely because I have a rematch clause, and that's okay if I don't do great on the first fight because I'm going to fight him again, and now you're going to.
He's had two rematches.
That's fine.
Two. Mayweather had rematches. You rematch Castillo. You rematch. Yeah, but so he's not allowed to rematch guys. All of a sudden,
I don't. But why would you rely on it all the time? Why can't you take care of business?
You don't rely on all the time. He's got the best resume at heavyweight out of all these heavyweights, and he's won most of those fights. He does not rely on rematches. He happens to have rematch clauses. You know who else signed rematch clauses? Fury also has had rematch clauses in his fights. That's why he fought the same dude 3 times.
All right, I'm going to jump in here, man. Hold on, I'm going to jump in here. So first of all, that's a false analogy with Mayweather. Mayweather, on paper at least, won the Castillo fight, and he gave Castillo, or as he used to call him, Jose Luis Castillo. He gave him a rematch. A lot of that was about public pressure. It's not like he lost the first fight and got a rematch through a rematch.
This Macho doing damage control. Every time I make a great point, he's going on a 10-minute tangent.
Hold on.
He gave Maidana a rematch because it was a good fight.
Hold on, El Negrito está cocinando. Okay, it's my turn right now.
Está tirando la comida en el piso.
Hold on, El Negrito está cocinando. I got the mic. Okay. Number one, there was that fight where he gave Castillo the rematch. Then the other citation you might have would be Maidana. Again, he beat Maidana. A lot of Argentinians didn't think he did, but because of public pressure, it's not because he lost. It was because of public pressure that he gave Maidana the rematch. So I don't think Mayweather's the best comparison here. Look,
Lennox Lewis didn't get it done. He got knocked out twice, right? What did he need? He needed rematches, right?
You know what Lennox Lewis did in that rematch? He didn't dance around on his toes.
WCW.
He didn't try to dance on his toes and try to outbox a guy that, by the way, weighed like 30 pounds heavier than he did the first fight. He knocked Hasim Rahman the F.
And the Oliver McCall rematch
Out.
wasn't an immediate rematch.
Yep.
That was like
No.
a couple of years later.
No.
And
So-
Mayweather beat those guys.
Man, I
twice.
made some good. Look at his damage control. Look at this. Go ahead.
Oh,
No, smelling salt time
got
for
a
you.
point, D.
Damn
Smell-
it.
Smelling
You got a
salt
point.
time for you because you lost
Go ahead.
this one horribly
apologize.
because
I apologize.
Mayweather beat those guys twice
Exactly.
as the
So-
winner. The
so
loser
Andrew-
has to gets two bites at the apple.
Well, Fury
The
didn't
winner-
take care of Wilder the
winner-
first time. He needed a rematch, right?
The winner was a draw.
It's a draw.
Well, he didn't win, right?
It was a draw.
He got knocked down twice, right? He didn't get it
It
done.
was a draw.
Ladies and gentlemen,
was a draw.
it's not.
There's
Joshua
no-
AJ gets two bites at the apple.
Let me
everyone
just
else
say
only
one
gets
sentence.
one.
One sentence.
Go for it, D.
Anthony Joshua gets treated differently for having rematch clauses. It's just a fact.
I can't think
Okay,
of another
he's not the
fighter
only
that
dude that has
benefited.
rematch clauses. He's not.
I can't think
So
of
if
another. I
Usyk
can't think of another
loses,
guy
does
who's
he?
benefited this
So if
way from
Usyk
rematch
loses,
clause.
does he
We
get a
need to
rematch?
challenge this show. I'm just
So
saying.
does,
Hold on, Joe.
so if Usyk loses, does he get a rematch clause?
Good point, Joe.
No, he's the kid. Being the AJ Fury white expert that you are, I want to hear you chime in real quick about this rematch clause. Are you with D-Style on this? Is AJ being unfairly treated, or are you siding more with Manny, me, and Joe in that? I've never seen a guy get rematch privileges like this.
No,
As somebody
back
said
to
in the
back,
chat,
back to back.
back to back. It's rematch room.
Every
And
De La Hoya
it's
fight
really
had a rematch clause. Stop it.
rematch room. Go.
It's
I
It's
get it, but
factually
you
not
don't
true.
utilize it back to back.
Why the
I can
Trinidad
guarantee
fight,
you
did
that
he get a
AJ may
rematch
win
clause
now.
against Trinidad
What's
and
the
he
next
lost?
for AJ? AJ loses.
Well,
I got a
everybody in the
rematch.
panel
That's
talking
okay.
except the one that was at. Like, I'm just saying.
Okay, go. Base the kid. You're on. It's the floor is yours, bro. Cook.
Yeah, obviously, guys, I can't really chime in the same with you because the headset thing, I don't want the echo to take over. But I half agree with some of the panel, and then I half agree with the rest. Like, look, AJ does get more privilege than anyone else, but realistically, AJ is exactly the same as what Canelo would be over there. Like, he gets the privilege because he puts the asses in the seats. Without him, no one else is making money. So and remember, he's not forcing people to have the rematches. They're signing those clauses. He could quite happily drop a belt and let them fight for a vacant title, but they want the AJ check, so they sign the rematch. Now, unfortunately, that's how it is. Like, you don't have to take it. They're choosing to take it, so therefore, no one's being treated unfairly, and the people that have beat him, who is Ruiz and now Usyk, are gonna have made double or triple the money they made in the first fight. So to me, it's a win-win. Like, Ruiz, like, shit the bed, but Usyk won't shit the bed. And whether he wins or loses, he's gonna come in just as hard. He's gonna train just as hard. He's gonna be the exact same predator that he was in the first fight, and he's gonna get paid triple the amount of money for it. I don't think he's complaining. He quite happily signed that rematch clause, so we shouldn't feel bad for him. He wanted it.
Well, yeah, in this case, he did want it because I think he had the utmost confidence in his ability to win the fight. In fact, he took significantly less money to take that fight than Dillian White is asking for to take on Fury.
Some of the reasons I actually want a rematch between Andrew Ruiz and Joseph Parker. Just, they kind of seem to be kind of floating, both of them, as far as their careers. And if there's one of them is serious, one of them is going to rise to the top. So I wouldn't mind seeing that one. And then also got to go with the young guns. Well, I'm not sure how young Frank Sanchez actually is, but Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez. Shout out to Cuba.
Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody wants to see rematches all of a sudden. But when AJ does a rematch, everybody has had a problem. I'm just putting that out.
Hey,
For some reason, I knew you were going to throw that one, D.
Hey,
I knew it.
I'm pro rematches. If it's not for rematches, we don't get our legendary trilogies. And so rematch city, baby. I just don't like them when there's no belt law.
I mean, there's no wrong thing about it. If I was the champion, of course I want the rematch. But what
Where's the
we're talking
AJ
about
action
is
figure?
Utilize it in
D-Style.
every
D-Style
single
wants to
fight.
rematch on the question.
Where's your AJ action figure, D-Style? Show it to me.
So look, I've heard